So for more powerful and accurate shots, you have to let it go. And what I mean by that is stop trying to steer the ball, stop trying to guide it, stop trying to lift it up into the air. Just swing and let the ball get in the way of your swing. And a big part of that is releasing properly. And that's what I want to talk to you about in today's video. The benefit of releasing the club is that you're adding an extra lever. So when you have that extra lever, you're going to be putting more energy into the back of the ball, and therefore you're going to be sending it further. The other thing about the release is it's going to be squaring up the club face, because what happens in the golf swing is when we go back, the club face opens, and then we've got to return it back to a square position. So it's going to be opening and then it's going to be closing. Think of the golf club, if it was a leg, so we've got the leg here and we've got the foot, and we have the heel, and then we have the toe of the foot. The whole idea with releasing is to get the toe to overtake the heel. If that heel stays in front, we have an open face. So we've got to be getting that toe overtaking the heel, because it's like a gate that's opening and we've got to close it again. It's opening and we've got to close it again. You see how the toe is overtaking the heel? Obviously, if the heel stays in front, open face, we're going to slice it off to the right. So this is another reason why the release becomes important, to square up the face. So the timing of the release is very important. If you're releasing too late, you're going to have that open club face sending the ball out to the right. And if you're releasing too early, what we call early release, you're going to be hitting it with a closed face, sending the ball to the left. So how do we feel this release at the right time? I'm going to show you a couple of drills that will enable you to get this feeling, and it is practice. A lot of the timing of this does come in with some practice, but drills certainly help you. Once you've got the feeling, then you can go practice that, and the ball flight will tell you a lot. Obviously, releasing too early, seeing the ball go left, releasing too late, and seeing it go out to the right. So if you picture the ball being at the same height as your belt buckle, let's say it's teed up really high, and you swing it almost like a baseball bat, you'll feel that release. You'll feel that right hand rolling over the left. And this is a nice natural way of feeling it. You'll notice that if you're not releasing, if you're holding that club face open, there's no power. It's not very effective. There's just no power coming into the shot. So you have to feel the arm swinging. Now, if you think about the inside of your right forearm and the inside of your left forearm, it's almost as if the right forearm is going to kiss the left forearm. You see that they don't actually touch. If you make an attempt to get your right forearm to kiss the left forearm, that release is going to happen for sure. If I'm keeping my right forearm back, there's no release in the club. It's going to stay open. Now, we're going to be generating about 75% of our swing speed through our arms and our hands. But the 25% that comes from the body release is very, very important. If I'm swinging, if I'm doing this with that ball being at the same height as my belt buckle there, and I'm not using any body, I'm getting some speed into it. But I can tell you now that if I'm using my body and I'm feeling my chest rotate and I'm feeling my hips rotate, then I'm going to be getting that 75% swing speed that we're looking for in the arms and the hands. The full benefit of it, I should say. So there's some good ways to feel the release. I like the idea of imagining that your golf club is a windshield wiper, and you can see how it's going from right to left, and that's the feeling of release. That's getting the right hand rolling over the left. See how that's working? Now you do that and you start feeling in the golf swing. So if there was a golf ball there and you'll start feeling this windscreen wiper motion, you can see that release is it's happening. Now, I like this feeling of the baseball bat swing and getting the release, because you're also bringing the chest rotation and the hip rotation into it. Now, if you picture that ball being there at belt buckle height and you're doing the swing, and then picture the ball gradually lowering, so now think of it more at sort of knee height, dropping down to the same height as your shins, eventually working down to the same height as on the ground, then you'll feel that release come into it. See that, a nice draw on it. So that's a nice exercise for you to do. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you know it's going to help you, then be sure to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of my future instruction or tips. I'm Owen, and I want you to start playing golf better than you imagined.